Good evening, everyone. As you might know, I'm Gabriel Echevarria La Santa, and I'm honored to be given a chance to speak as a driving force for our most recent achievement, taking a few brave trailblazers to Mars. With this opportunity, I'd love to talk about, well, myself, as well as how I was driven to become a cog in this magnificent machine of achievement. I'm nothing if not a storyteller, so that's what I'll do. Allow me to share a story of bright beginnings, years of dedication, and eventually the dawn of brighter beginnings. Back when I was in elementary school, I was fascinated by clocks. I was drawn in by the gears, rhythmic ticking that never missed a beat. The idea that all these different cogs, pieces big and small, working together in unison, was what began feeding my thirst for knowledge. A system of individuals in a never ending song, all with their own jobs and instruments to play, in a part of the world's never ending dance. What if we gave this song more instruments, different jobs, new pieces? All these questions occupied my mind for years, and some still do. I was born a thinker, my strengths shining in restoration, ideation, analyzation, and intellection. I suppose I discovered my purpose in life very early and had no idea. My purpose was to find these different cogs, to build new machines with a purpose, to find new rhythms and new songs. My purpose was to improve our existing technology, to open doors for new possibilities. With the need for a purpose, a career, and an itch to feed the hunger for my future, I began my journey at Valencia College. Valencia College was an excellent place to start. I was a part of the Bridges to Success program, which gave me resources, opportunities, and guidance to seamlessly transition to what my future would bring. For a few years, I saved my financial aid and put it into a savings account for when my college transition arrived. I developed skills and my abilities that would serve me well in my journey for knowledge and success, which all began with my very first college class, New Student Experience. It was a short class, but a necessary and effective one. Wish it would have lasted longer. It was in this class that I found an educator who I was always anxious to learn from. From deep and self reflecting discussions to nefarious smirks followed by the phrase, "You're adulting!" My professor provided an excellent example of what I was looking for in an educator. With this new view in mind, I continued to question adulting. Despite the intensity of the classes, Valencia provided excellent resources that proved to be my saving grace to ace my classes. Tutoring and counseling were the backbone of my success. I found myself virtuous in being able to relish in the support that I received. With all these tools and teachers in my arsenal, I completed my AA degree and dove into UCF STEM programs for aerospace and technological degrees. I pursued my bachelor's in science and computer engineering, took all the math classes imaginable, and ended up with a bill with around $27,000. Fortunately, with the financial aid I saved from my years at Valencia and the financial aid I received at the time, I swiftly deloaded myself from debt. After college was all said and done, I had already started interning here at NASA as a server analyst, which means I kept an eye on all the programs online or on auto grid in NASA. Whether that be through access from the mobile devices, computers, or satellites, eventually all data would cross my path. It was my job to make sure all services were working properly and correctly, directing commands and information. If there was a clog, a glitch, corruption that needed an update, I was working with a group of people to keep the operation smooth for everyone. The technological tools everyone used to make their jobs easier to manage were at the mercy of our dexterity. It was essential for me communications in the workplace. Everyone was to report findings and things that might cause an issue in data handling or respond to already cited grievances in the system. We had access to all the programs where information was passed, but not the content. To better simplify, if a class was sharing a document, it was my job to make sure that everyone was able to type, edit, and was able to view everyone else's edits. If at some point someone couldn't load the current version of the document, you'd report it to me. After 2 years of experience and recognition, I was given the task to develop a whole new system of infrastructure. The goal was to have all of NASA's online workings under one program, instead of having multiple medias and having the computers translate the information into something a different program could read. That would be the equivalent of turning an MP4 sound file into an MP3 file so that you could put a song in your MP3 player. What I accomplished was to have all the servers speak the same language and have no need for translate or adjust. This became an excellent aid and helped towards the Mars launch. It was accelerated the course of the events with little to no mishaps in data handling, which leads me to my conclusion. I finally accomplished my first step in finding new instruments for the song we all play, and I'm anxious to find more, to expand our horizons towards new challenges that spark curiosity.